Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Terrius Talks Tech. There wasn't a ton of tech news last week, but there's a couple interesting topics here that I found. First up, Intel's CEO has resigned. Confirmation of the 8-core Intel CPUs coming in the future may have been found in some hidden BIOS settings. AMD's cheeky Threadripper for Intel 8086K processor exchange program has been launched. Finally, in the next step towards the robot uprising, AI bots have evolved from simple games to being trained for more advanced competitive play games like DOTA 2. On Thursday, June 21st, 2018, Intel announced that their CEO, Brian Krzanich, has stepped down. He has resigned from his position as CEO and is no longer on the board of directors. Chief Financial Officer Robert Swan has taken over as interim CEO in the wake of Brian's leaving. Intel claims they were recently informed of a past consensual relationship that Brian Krzanich had with an employee. This was in violation of Intel's no fraternization policy, which applies to all managers in the company. With Intel's recent failures to hit production on the 10 nanometer and their security flaws, people have been speculating that perhaps this wasn't entirely the reason for his departure, and that maybe there had been some stuff going on behind the scenes, some disagreements between the direction of the company and what the board wanted. We won't know for sure because stuff like that will stay pretty well hidden from the public. Even though Krzanich has only been the CEO of Intel since May of 2013, he has been with the company since 1982. He's credited with leading Intel from the PC-centric business that they once were to the data-oriented business that they are today. Rumors that Intel is planning an 8-core desktop CPU have been going around for quite a while now. Many tech sites and tech tubers were very surprised that Intel didn't mention the new 8-core chip at all during Computex 2018. It appears, however, according to Overclocked.net, that there may be some new evidence that these new processors are planned. An AnandTech poster named Dune posted some screenshots that appear to show these hidden settings displaying up to 8-core CPU support. In addition, a Redditor named Eric98K seems to collaborate this story. He was able to find similar hidden settings in ASRock and Gigabyte motherboards on the Z370 chipset. So this is definitely good news, seeing as up until now, when a new flagship CPU has come out, Intel has basically forced everybody to upgrade platforms. So perhaps thanks in part to the pressure AMD has been putting on Intel lately, and the fact that their platform and socket have a multi-year strategy, maybe we'll start seeing Intel give up on the whole erase the platform every 2 years and replace it with brand new stuff. Either way, it will be interesting to see what the actual performance of the 8-core CPUs will be if they do decide to release them anytime soon. Intel recently ran a giveaway for their limited edition i7 8086K processors. They gave away 8,086 of them. In a cheeky response and celebration of the x86 architecture, AMD announced an exchange program. The first 40 verified winners of the Intel competition that apply to the AMD program will have the opportunity to swap their Intel 8086 processor with a Threadripper 1950X. This could be a fairly tempting proposition for some of the winners, seeing as the AMD offering is a 16-core 32-thread processor versus the Intel chip, which is just a 6-core 12-thread processor. However, there are lots of cases where the Intel chip will outperform the Threadripper chip, such as in gaming, and in those cases I'm sure the majority of the people that win these CPUs aren't going to be interested in the swap program. Our final story here today is about AI bots, and it comes from The Verge. It appears AI researchers are no longer content with their programs defeating people in simple games of strategy and logic, such as chess and Go, so now they are turning to competitive battle arena titles. Research lab OpenAI has announced their latest milestone, a team of AI agents that can compete with and beat the top 1% of amateur players of the popular battle arena game DOTA 2. So this isn't OpenAI's first attempt at DOTA 2. Last August, they revealed a system that could beat the top players in a 1v1 match. The 1v1 game mode, however, greatly reduced the complexity and the strategy required in order to defeat their human players, so the research company wanted something more. They decided to upgrade their bots to be able to competitively play a 5v5 match against human players. The 5v5 game mode requires far more coordination and long-term planning. OpenAI says this was a much larger challenge because the bots have to process up to 20,000 different points of data, and they have to make decisions between up to 1,000 different actions to take. The bots were trained at an extremely accelerated pace of 180 years worth of game time per real-time day. This training went on at this pace for months, and this is a truly mind-boggling testament to the power of machine learning. It'll be very interesting to see if they can get these bots to a point where even the professional teams aren't able to defeat them. I personally welcome our new video game playing robot overlords, though in all seriousness it does make me wonder just exactly what they'll be able to get these AIs to tackle next, and what future AI systems might be capable of accomplishing. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Terrius Talks Tech. If you did enjoy it, then be sure to give it a like and share. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them in the section below, or you can email them to me or tweet them to me. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click on the little bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day.